The forecast says, don't go. It's very much raining out there. But if we wait, we miss our pickup. We reef early, we clip in. It sure feels great to be in Port-Vendres. And we point the bow towards Spain. Today it's commitment over comfort. Tell me how you're feeling.
I feel gross, but I'm happy we're here in Port-Vendres.
We've sailed mostly alone since picking up our catamaran, but today we have a deadline. Friends are meeting us in Port-Vendres.
We're here in France and super excited to be here with our friends Chris and Michelle.
Reef when you think about it, not after you need it. That's our rule today.
Hey, this week we have a very special segment presenting Fishing with Phil. And this is Phil.
Hello.
They're part of our story and we're not going to let them down. Okay, Phil, give us an update.
Okay, we are at the Museum of Fish.
I'm Michelle, and this is Chris, and that's Mr. Gidget. We traded our 9-to-5 and hometown comforts for a life of adventure and spontaneity. This is not just our journey, it's yours too. Let's explore together. Be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you never miss an episode.
The forecast says, don't go. Gidget, get inside, please. But if we wait, we miss our pickup. So the weather forecast has been changing a little bit out there as we are going through the night. So first of all, it's my birthday today.
Happy birthday, Chris.
So happy birthday to me. Secondly, we are about to go on our biggest sail yet. We're planning an 80 nautical mile journey. And so not gonna be doing anything too crazy for my birthday tonight. We're working our way towards the Spanish border, and our friends Laura and Phil are flying into town. So we're getting ready to go pick them up so that we can have some friends on board for a change. This is us taking it easy before our big sail. It's seriously so gross outside. Can't believe we're gonna go sailing in this. Today it's commitment over comfort.
I set up the boat for gusts, I keep my eyes on the wind shifts, and I'm ready for the next move.
This sea has a reputation. It demands respect, and we give it exactly that. Yeah, it's still raining out. Both Michelle and I got seasick. This is not my favorite sail that we've done.
Landfall after a hard push feels like a deep exhale. We tie off, we check in with each other, and we let the day slow down.
It sure feels great to be in Port-Vendres. That was such an exhausting sail, and I could use a nap, and a bowl of pasta, and a beer. Tell me how you're feeling.
I feel gross.
You feel gross.
Yeah, but I'm happy we're here in Port-Vendres.
You've met Laura and Phil before in episode 6.
We have raspberries, strawberries, Saskatoon berries, wild choke cherries.
Back home, they cheer us on, and today they join the adventure. Laura's here for the pastries and the long conversations that only happen at sea.
Make sure you're following Sailing with Gidget. This is amazing. I'm so excited. We've just come off our first conference in Dallas, and what better way to relax but to come out in France and enjoy this beautiful weather on this fantastic boat.
Laura brought me a special present from Canada that I've been missing dearly. Crunchy peanut butter, because peanut butter is a scarcity. But Phil's here for the fish, and to test the theory that the ugliest fish are the tastiest.
I know if you have a big fish and it has big teeth, then you don't want little pliers.
We each take a lane. I finish a few small maintenance tasks and tidy the systems, so there's nothing steals our attention later.
Phil sorts his gear, checks the local rules, and plans to fish light. All right, how did you do, Phil?
Pretty good. The damage was 330 euros, which was better than I hoped.
What did you get?
We got a heavy rod, we got a light rod, we got a landing net, and he already spun him with line, and we have enough tackle to get started.
Laura, on the other hand, drags me to find the best pastry in town. We boat with our taste buds to make a list of what we want to try again in Spain. Okay, see you tomorrow.
It's a simple formula for harmony on a sailboat. Clear jobs, easy humor, and a plan we can all agree on. Next stop, Spain.
Crossing a border by sea just feels different. There's no tangible country line on the water. There's a new language, there's a new shoreline, but you have the same wind on your face.
We promise ourselves we'll explore this coast slowly. First impressions deserve time.
Phil's first hookup in Spain. It's not pretty. It's the kind of fish only a mother could love.
Phil, how come you didn't tell me you were catching a fish?
I didn't know I was gonna. I just saw them poking their head up and I grabbed the net
What?
and scooped them.
Did you catch him with the net? Like you didn't even fish for him? You're just like...
What do you guys think of this? Dinner or diplomacy? Should we keep the fish?
We've decided to release it. Right or wrong, that's our choice for today.
Okay, Chef Michelle is at it again.
So Phil caught us a fish today, but it's not a fish we want to eat. So I'm making bait for the fish we want to eat.
We're gonna catch a bigger fish.
We'll count that as a good start. Laura, I want to hear about your first long sail.
Oh my. It was not the most fun I've ever had. I went through bouts of being extremely freezing to somewhat terrified to a little bit seasick, but I was very lucky to have a fantastic captain and first mate that took good care of me, and I'm still feeling a little bit wobbly, but I should be all right after this beer.
Phil, how did you do today?
I enjoyed it immensely. It was quite exciting. And I trolled for a while.
Yeah.
I didn't actually catch anything, but there's still many days.
Yeah, still many days. This coastline asks for patience. The days find a rhythm. Watch, rest, talk, repeat. It's the kind of routine that makes room for the small details you miss on land. Okay, Laura, what words do you have for us?
All right, we're sailing. It's my birthday. That's what I asked for my birthday is calm seas.
Laura didn't expect the quiet between the laughs to feel so full. Sea time has its own kind of conversation. Of course, Phil keeps a line in the water, just in case.
All right, let's try another little troll.
Hope is half of fishing. We take a day here to reset and look around. There's history, there's harbors, and the people who shaped this coast.
When you slow down, the trip stops being a checklist and starts being a story.
We're guests on this coast. We fish sometimes, but we also want to leave the sea ready for the next boat, the next family, and the next story. That's what this part is about, how we fit into a bigger picture. Okay, Phil, give us an update.
Okay, we are at the Museum of Fish.
How are things going with the fishing front?
It's a little slow, but apparently you can't fish in the harbor, so I've had to rein it in. We're waiting for some more open water to fish on.
Awesome. We're gonna catch something still?
I think so.
Yeah? Okay.
The Mediterranean is changing. Warmer seasons, longer heat waves, and new species arriving from warmer waters. Some adapt, some don't. We can't control the weather, but we can control what we leave behind.
Progress is real. A decade ago, the picture was worse. Policies tightened. Some stocks began to recover. It's not victory, it's momentum. And momentum depends on choices made by governments, by fleets, and by people like us dropping a hook for the night.
Plastic is the other story we can influence every day, that break into smaller pieces and never truly go away. Our pro tip is we keep a small bag in the cockpit for every offcut, every strap. Never let them go overboard.
On our boat, we follow 4 simple habits. First, we plan for water so we don't lean on single-use bottles. Second, every piece of line we cut goes straight into a container. Third, trash stays stowed until we reach a proper bin. And fourth, we choose durability over disposables whenever we can.
Anchoring is part of the story too. Beneath the surface are meadows of seagrass and Posidonia that protect the coast and its life. The meadows are nurseries for fish, they store carbon, and they calm the waves that move the sand. Dragging a chain across them can damage a patch that took centuries to grow.
So the rule is simple. If we're not sure what's under us, we shift to sand or we use a buoy. We're careful with scope so the chain doesn't sweep more than it needs to. If a protected zone asks us to use moorings, we use moorings. The meadows aren't a rule to obey, they're a neighbor to respect.
And fishing has its own ethics. We keep our licenses current, we check our regional rules for sizes, daily limits, and seasons, and we learn the nursery areas and the no-take zones, and we give them space. If a fish looks borderline, it swims away. There'll be another chance tomorrow.
Phil's routine is simple. He fishes with a single rod, he pinches the barbs, he uses circle hooks when he can, he wets his hands before touching a fish, he keeps the fish horizontal, not dangling, and if it's coming back with us, it's bled and chilled quickly. If it's not, we got it back in the water fast.
The big picture is culture. Along the coast, fishing isn't just an income, it's an identity. It's stories, recipes, songs, and technology helps boats go further and faster, but can't replace restraint. If we take more than the sea can recover, we lose more than fish, we lose the memory.
Inside the museum, we read a line that sticks with us. We can't fix declining fish with bigger boats and deeper nets. It's a reminder that solutions are often smaller than we think.
Our pledge is simple. Fish by the rules, respect the meadows, leave no trace. It won't save the world, but it does shape the world right around our hull, and that's where we start.
And if the best fish of the day is a story instead of a fillet, we'll take it.
Guests change the way that the boat breathes. We shift to a watch schedule. We make room for extra bags, and we keep the galley simple. Everyone has a job, everyone has a say.
We do small things that make a big difference. A seasick plan that's not heroic, a docking plan with clear roles, and a rule that questions are welcome at any time. Comfort for everybody grows from clarity.
Laura tells us routines feel freeing. When everyone knows what to do, there's more of the good stuff.
And yes, Phil still chooses the rod, but he's learning the beauty of days when he comes back empty-handed. Fishing with Phil!
This is a low-grade freak out. Yeah, it's okay.
In the next episode, we hug the Costa Brava South, with stops in Sant Feliu de Guíxols, Blanes, and then the big one, Barcelona.
We aim for Port Vell, right in the heart of the city. History, architecture, and tapas, a short walk from the dock.
Along the way, we sit down with Laura to talk about financial independence at sea and what it really costs to cruise, how we budget, and the trade-offs that buy freedom.
That you don't need to work at all the day, like all the time. Like Phil and I were definitely, I think one of our first goals was to move away from the 9 to 5, which I know you and Michelle have done.
And we'll open up about our own journey. Saving hard, building income streams, and choosing experiences over stuff so that this life is possible.
Do you have a Barcelona must-see or questions about money on the water? Tell us. We'll try to tackle them in the next episode.
Thanks for sailing with us today. We'll see you on the next leg. As the sun sets on another episode, we want to say a heartfelt thank you to our amazing patrons. Your support means the world to us. It helps keep us filming, upgrading our gear, and sharing these stories from life aboard the Gidget. As a thank you, our patrons get access to behind-the-scenes updates, live streams, free merchandise, and a few surprises we don't share anywhere else. If you'd like to support the channel and be part of the crew, head over to patreon.com/sailingwithgidget. From all three of us, thank you for keeping this adventure going.